Fucking huge episode right here, man. I mean, we just had recently lost a legend, and that is, as reverently as possible, I'm going to try to put this episode a little bit. All I have for you on it is some of my opening words. I could just say that, like, he's the greatest rock star that ever existed ever. There's nobody else that you could tailor the rock star and try to chisel the rock star out aside from the greatest ever. So whatever it is that's going on with this, at the very least I could say that he was on Curve Metal Hammer UK. But I have something I have to speak on with this. Let's listen to some black metal music. Alright, I want to put together a special episode for you guys, so I'm thinking in my head before doing the recordings for it. I'm going to do some kind of cover song for this rock and roll royalty. But I'm not going to. I don't think that's how people should push people anymore, honestly. We've become so fucking soft from all this instant overnight celebrity shit. It's not only not realistic anymore to try and push people that hard, but it's even less realistic when you don't already have the clout and the royalties coming in to push yourself that hard. So I'm not going to push myself that hard. It's kind of a, if I don't want to, I'm just not going to kind of thing. So maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should still do at least a vocal cover. But I can't say I've actually shared any real memories with other people other than my own family with Black Sabbath and Ozzy. And one friend doesn't count because there's only one friend in mind that I can think of that I've shared many good memories with listening to this legendary icon. Memories of welding shit together, welding massive amounts of deadly contraptions that could be probably war tools. Listening to fucking Ozzy Osbourne, man. Anyhow, enough of that. I gotta get on topic here. I gotta get back on topic. So, aside from the memories with other people, here's of myself. Just growing up listening to this. This was an album, not an Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Black Sabbath, Paranoid, the most popular Black Sabbath, absolutely most popular thing attributed and accredited to Ozzy and Black Sabbath, Paranoid. This was a fucking album that I had to make sure that kept circulating in my freaking house. The album circulated in my house. It circulated in my house. The album fucking circulated in my house some more. This is an album you should definitely keep circulating under all pretenses. Excuse me. But anyway, we have lost another fucking legend, and god damn it, I was scrolling through my feed, and I came across this, and found it, and I was devastated, absolutely fucking devastated, that I was in the comments for a song. I was actually in the comments for something, and I found out about this. It wasn't even in my feed. In the comments section, I discovered the death of this somebody who like literally created my whole fucking childhood, from his music to his reality show. And then even just 2 years ago, I was like watching the new reality show with his son. But I won't get too far into that because it was actually pretty interesting. I highly suggest you go check it out. I doubt that they'll mention anything of it on here, as it was probably a Discovery Channel thing or something. But drink to Ozzy right now, because I have a feeling that that's why it's one thing I want to mention about this episode. I have a feeling that's why I'm producing and publishing this episode right now, is where you were just about to start forgetting that Ozzy just died. You don't want to do that. That's bad news. You know you're in deep fucking trouble if you start forgetting that Ozzy just died. So do not forget it. Ozzy forever. Metal Hammer UK. I like how I started this off with my usual motif of I don't know what's around the corner. I don't know. I just kind of step into this and see. It always comes out good, interesting, and entertaining. So please don't nail me to the cross. Wait, if it's a whole entire issue about it, which it isn't, because it's the same amount of pages, then this should be shorter than expected, because I'm not going to take any detours. We're just going to get straight to it. Anyway, I wanted to put this episode out right away, and it's been some time, and I should have at least done a vocal cover or something, but hey, you never know. You might catch me in a bar singing karaoke with it. You know, that might be just the same. I don't even know why I would refer to these two worlds like that, but these are two different worlds. This is the world of I live in your phone, tablet, laptop, computer, television, or whatever. You could probably watch me on Nintendo Switch nowadays. I don't know. I don't fucking know, but this is the world of I live in there, and your digital device, and then that's the world of I'm in a bar, I'm drinking a beer. But hey, if you're in a bar drinking a beer watching me, cheers to you, and cheers to Ozzy, and let's go. Train for the final time. Oh, all will be gone. You will never be forgotten. There's so many sentiments in here I don't want to read. Honestly, I want to do the whole episode. I just want you to know that there's an issue of a magazine on here. And check out, get a sneak peek, sneak preview, get a couple clips in of some super vintage, super expensive jewelry. Here's some super vintage Black Sabbath. Someone referred to me to this once. They said, "Did you know Black Sabbath was a blues band?" I still have yet to confirm. And then here's the Osbournes, the reality show on MTV I was talking about. There's Zakk Wylde, the original guitarist for Black Sabbath. You never know, though. I'm always fucking mistaken about anything classic rock, honestly. I swear to God. I'll literally go in and step into any discussion or ramble of classic rock and wind up being totally mistaken. But we all know Zakk Wylde was the guitarist for Black Sabbath, so let's not go too crazy out there with it. But I can't even zoom in. It looks like my screen froze up, so I'll run up some more rambles. I'm not sneak peek. I'm gonna show you over here. I'm by the way, I'm not doing any more of these. I stopped doing these. This is simply a Ozzy. So I have a couple more things. I guess all I wanted you to know is that it was there, and that's all I'll go with. And then we're going to start checking out some other stuff that I had prepped before I get into my spiel. Okay, I'm starting this clip available on the official Ozzy Osbourne YouTube channel. Okay, I'm starting this clip available on the official Ozzy Osbourne YouTube channel. And before I do, I'm going to remind you I'm not going to be able to show you any of this too. This is copyrighted content, so what I can do is just be like scrolling through and providing a sneak peek. So what I'm providing a sneak peek for is simply that well, let's check out a small clip of it.
Using the code DMT5. Members only. Code expires July 31st. Or sign up at osbornemediahouse.com. Thank you for watching.
I don't know what the fuck they landed this 1 minute clip. That just confuses the shit out of me, because I'm just saying, who is this? It was supposed to be Ozzy. And then they're selling you this 25% off stuff, and selling merch and more merch. Just standing in front of a bunch of merch. You got some nice expensive jewelry. I don't know. It seems like a whole series. It seems like what they're doing, that's what they're doing. They're advertising a whole series of something or something. And so, without further ado, I have to get into my rant and ramble, because I mean, I want to pop over here while I'm on and see what's new, and see if anything stands out to me. Literally, might be something that stands out to me. I don't know. Let me see. Videos. Here we go, on the official channel. So, a movie. So it's a trailer for a movie. There must be a movie coming out soon. That must be what that's indicating. Some new official music videos, a live stream trailer, Mr. Crowley with Jack Black, being sung by Jack Black. Here we are on the official Ozzy Osbourne YouTube channel. You can follow these by the links in the description. Will take you to the magazine that I've showed you. And if you had been following me enough, you would have already had all that. So I'll tell you one more time, and it won't be any problem at all. Here's the links. You can also go and check out his web store. Here's the official, just Ozzy.com. That's nice. Very easy to remember and all that stuff. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's based in the United States somehow. We know how you heard it here where I was going on the back and forth between Ozzy moving. He said, I can't stand it. He moved back to the UK because he was living here for a while, and he said, I can't stand it. I can't stand it there. They're crazy. They're all crazy over there. This is what he said. You heard this, and you heard me say this way back on an earlier beginning episode of the show, where that's where he was just going back. He's from the UK. He went there, went back. It's back and forth. He just couldn't stand it. Living in chaos like this. I related to it a lot. Living here, still living. I related to that very much. I feel the same way. I'd much rather go and see if maybe have doesn't change things. I'm pretty sure it does. When you gotta pay for television, whether you don't, even if you don't have television, you pay for television, it'll change your fucking mindset. Announcements for you. As the season is closing and these are the last few episodes, I want to remind you that I have another double EP out in response to the first double EP.
there are another pair, and it will likely be staying that way forever, as any of the concepts that I want to carry on and particularly carry on with those, they will not have any fucking traceable evidence or any traceable fucking way of being tied into these previous double EP that I've put up as an offering to Mother Nature, as I am very fucking happy to announce it on the Ozzy episode. These are some concepts that won't have any fucking ties into this double EP that I just released. So, other than that, the singles that I got out, starting with the first one, we got 3 more coming your way, and then start working on this little nugget right here. Needs to get in the fucking way too. It's just like sitting around, songs waiting to be finished, songs that need to be done properly. I'm listening to the vocals on these and just like little minuscule tiny touch-ups that really are, it's like, should fucking have no fucking problem finishing this album. So when this album's out of the way, then you can focus on what other 2 that I have. I've basically initiated the process with the second go of a double EP. I'm going to get through these singles. I'm going to get through another 2 more EPs. And then I'm closing it out with another double EP. Totally separate from each other. This double EP that I just put out are directly related to each other. They literally rely on each other. This is going to close out with 2 EPs that have nothing to do with each other whatsoever. That's the announcements. So I've spent 15 minutes talking about other people's shit. I've spent 1 or 2 minutes talking about my own shit. Now let's talk about Ozzy. So how he fucking died exactly, I think, is the first thing I want to get into. Because honestly, I think he just had so many of these cerebral palsies or like massive health problems to where it just kind of was time for his body just kind of like maybe shut down on him or something. But I'm just finishing doing this episode. After this episode, you'll hear me talk a lot about how fortunate that I think that I am, as I believe that I am with, being able to talk like. It's still very difficult to hear other people talk like this and not cringe. I mean, that's coming from me who does this. I don't know how you feel if you don't do this and then you listen to other people, and then if you do or don't feel cringe about it. Let me know in the comments. Typing, I don't make content and I still cringe at half the people that make content. Okay, well, we have a conversation to have. We have something to engage about. Sorry for that side banter there. I think really he just like, as everybody's been saying the whole time, like he has done so many drugs and he's fucked up his body so much, and Sharon was always like fucking scared for him, scared for his life the whole time. She was always like waiting around the corner to see if he's okay, and then like smack him over the head when he's being a runt. We're really gonna miss all that stuff of having him be around for that. I mean, just before this happened, I was listening to a fucking massive Greatest Hits Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne compilation, and then just before that, we had the cover song of Children of the Grave from Lamb of God, and that was good. I'm in the comments in there. You can find me in there if you need to. And then I'm just in the comments somewhere else on a brand new Slipknot song is what it was. And then that's what it was, yeah, brand new Slipknot song. And I found out about this, and I was like, alright, so you guys are joking, right? I literally even put the comment there, walked away from the thread for a while, and then like returned back a few hours later. 3 or 5 hours later, I come back thinking Ozzy's still alive and someone was just joking. I thought it was some slang terminology. I thought it was some of that millennial, centennial, Gen Z crap talk. The way that those fucking kids talk nowadays, I thought that's what they were referring to. So I fucking walked away from the thread for like 5 hours. And I come back and I realized, no, they're saying that Ozzy's actually dead. Didn't even confirm it from a replying to me. Didn't even... It's just me going crazy here. It's just me being basically all in my head, basically, because it wasn't something somebody said to me. It was... That's what I said to them. I was like, oh, I'm all about it. If that's your Gen Z talk, because I was following the meaning that I thought that they meant. And no, that they didn't mean slang anything. It wasn't any kind of slang anything. What they were referring to was the actual death of the legend. So I felt pretty stupid, and then it's just like a normal day-to-day battle with this kind of shit. So what's new, honestly? You know, now I guess at that point, at the end of that, what I actually wanted then really is not to fucking celebrate, because I already had. What I wanted was not to what I wanted to do before that, which was make a cover song. I was actually in the mood for making a Slipknot cover song at the time. Like, Let It Roar. We'll probably see that a long time from now. And then nothing. But to sit there and fucking feel like shit about this happening. That's all that I wanted to do. Is just feel it, because this guy literally wrote my childhood. This guy literally composed my entire childhood. I'd be fortunate in a lot of ways, but what I'm not fortunate in is that I can't say I've been to every concert for every band I fucking love and all this other stuff. Like, I don't have any cool memorabilia of Birch from when Bruce Springsteen or whoever anybody's fans of that talks like that was in town or something. I don't know, but it's certainly a very sad day when something like that happens, and it actually prolonged for me. The sadness prolonged. The sadness was actually following me all the way across town. I walked all the fucking way across town for hours, thinking about Ozzy, walking by everybody else like a ghost, as I normally do. And then now, add insult to injury, Ozzy's dead. I'm already a ghost, now Ozzy's dead. What do people have that they need for Ozzy? I don't know, but you just got that free promo through me from the fucking thing on there, so you can also check out the description and read this issue in the magazine, because I'm sure there's tons of good stuff. I was trying to open it, and as I was we experienced problems in this episode. I'm not going to let it hold me up. The same thing happened to me when I was trying to read it in my personal time and experiencing more issues with it, so I'll get around to it. When I get around to it and I read those articles, it should fill some of the void that is now there from this rock legend, rock and roll royalty, being not with us any longer. So, with that, I even got all specially dressed up with my freaking royal blue. And then, you know, this spot right here, I don't know if you can see past the trees. You can see the traffic past the trees in this little hole over here. No, maybe not on camera. Sometimes I like to stand here and just look through the little chuck hole or peephole and see all the people. Yep, it's Patrick Starr, episode 120. No, 119. Patrick Starr, episode 100. The world is fucking doomed, and now the world is even more doomed now that we've lost this legendary icon. Fuck. Patrick Starr signing out.
There it is. There you have it. An episode on Ozzy Osbourne, a true legend and who will never be forgotten. And other than not having anything prepared or doing a cover song, I did share a memory. So I don't want to be just like a cliche. Everybody else that has all their other stuff to say. So go to the links below. Check out those magazines that I shared as well, and then also check out the official Ozzy Osbourne YouTube channel and that new show with him and his son. Alright, I gotta fucking bounce. This wrapping up this season. I hope you guys have enjoyed this all around the world that's doomed. want you to feel like the most beautiful girl in the world that's doomed. You mean the world that's doomed to me. We'll miss you, Ozzy.